Tony Khan is still paying the dork order. Long John Silver and Fat Uno and the other guy are still there. They've still got a job. Then they trotted them out to do a job for Hobbs and Shapoopy and Hook. So, six-way on the floor. They did some random to each other with no tags for a couple minutes. They went to a break. They came back. And I did need a chuckle by this point. Fat Uno tried to make a comeback. And they actually let this fat beat up Hook and Shapoopy. And then Hobbs walked in with no tag, and the referee's staring. Let Uno hit him a couple times, leveled him, slammed him, and covered him. And the other two got on Hobbs with like fake girl punches, where it's kids playing in the bouncy house at McDonald's, and they're not even trying to. I mean, it looked like they were scared that if they potatoed Hobbs, he'd hurt them. And then the heels just stopped him and won. And then here came Hangnail, because he'd said earlier he still talks to the dork order. And he said as soon as the match was over, he was going to come in and get even. And so Hook bails out and runs off. And Paige is in there with a 12-foot logging chain and is trying to beat up Hobbs and Shapoopy with it. It looks fake. He hits them once and they get back up. You're shot, and he can't work with it. Hobbs and Shapoopy missed their cutoff spot where Paige was waiting, but Shapoopy wouldn't kick him from behind, so he ran in and hit Hobbs another 8 times and then backed up the same place. Then he kicked him. And then they got a little heat on him, and then Hobbs nailed Shapoopy by mistake, and Paige tried to break a bottle over Hobbs's head. Paige took the beer bottle out of his jacket pocket and goes to hit Hobbs with it, and it didn't break because the bottle was a foot over the top of Hobbs's head. Paige hit Hobbs in the head with his forearm, but the girls had just broken a bottle over the other girl's head in the previous goddamn match. What the fuck are they doing? And then security came out and Paige beat them up and the heels ran off. Brian, when's the last time you saw 2 bottles broken, even though one didn't break, in the same TV show?
Maybe in the same match at the most, but in the 2 different angles on the same show?
Well, in this company, I can believe they might break 2 bottles, but in normal fucking life.
No, it doesn't happen.
Ever in history, no. Did I miss anything in this little
No. I mean, we heard that they were doing some sort of production meetings after they got grief for not doing production meetings. If they were, how would that happen? Where 2 different segments on the show have the exact same thing happen. It's happened before in AEW. It's not new.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They do the same shit all the time. Either they're not having production meetings, or they don't know how to have a production meeting, or they just, after the production meeting, somebody gets the idea that they want to add something, just go ahead and do it and don't tell anybody about it. Any of those things can be possible. That's what I have to say about that.
A banner episode of Dynamite so far.